The main mechanic in my horror game lets you control the monsters. Today I'll create one of these monsters, build a new area for them, and do a lot more, starting with changing the game's colors. Because with such warm cozy colors, it's hard to make a monster look scary. And honestly, does my game even look like a horror right now? More like a cozy game. So the colors need to be colder. I tried trying out different palettes, and I found that dark blue and red actually work really well together. So here's how I recolor all the pixel art in the game. I changed my character's colors too. I made the face white because white looks so good here. Oh fuck, the race is in place.
No, listen guys, it's a mistake. I'm not racist.
Alright, it's a joke. In reality, there is no racism police. Only a police force full of racists. The colors are done. Here's how it looked before and after. Feels like a horror game now, right? And these colors are better for drawing monsters. But even if I had one, how do I explain to the player what are the monsters doing in the human world? I mean, they can't just appear out of nowhere, right? They need some way to get here, like through a portal. And for that portal, I decided to create a new location, a laboratory. Let me show you my laboratory building plan. There is a patient room, some corridors, a few random rooms we don't care about, and a huge room with the portal itself, where monsters will come out. Alright, let's build it. First I make these floor and wall pieces, and then I use them to build rooms. But as you can see or not see if you're blind, they're empty and boring right now. That's why we need to make some furniture. Why do I always say we need to make if I'm the only one doing all the work? Anyway, here's what I made. Beds, closets, and since the lab I added a bunch of scientific stuff like shell and tube heat exchanger, which is obviously used for efficient thermal energy exchange in industrial processes. I have no idea what I just said, but let's pretend I know what I'm putting into my own game. For the portal, I tried making it like this, and ended up with something like this. I'll probably change it later, but it's good enough for now. The lab is done. We finally have a place where monsters can appear. Looks like we're ready to make a monster. But there is one problem. When I control a monster, I want it to move like my character, but my movement in the game sucks. I only have 4 directions: left, right, up, and down. Imagine I need to get from here to that door. Instead of going straight there diagonally like a normal person, I have to like an idiot go down, then left, then down again, and only then I finally reach the door. And every time this happens I'm like, oh, this is so damn annoying. Why can't it just move diagonally? So I decided it's time to improve my movement. First, I steal code from this guide. Second, I draw all the new directions for my character. Combine the stolen code with the new drawings, and boom, we've got improved movement where I can walk in any direction I want. I solved this problem, and now I can make my first monster, and then make it controllable. Now let's create pixel art for it. Perfect, exactly what I want. I just need to add the code to make it playable, and here it is. Alright, just kidding. To make the monster, I need to draw 8 sprites for 8 directions, plus idle and walk animations for each one. Yeah, that's gonna take forever. So let's fast forward time, and here's our monster. What the... Yeah, it looked way better in my head. Okay, I can't hide it from you. When I drew it, I was inspired by this image. A normal person would think these images look ridiculous, but true art connoisseurs understand the genius behind them. The last step is to make the monster controllable. Now when I press the T key, the camera switches from my character to the monster, and I can move it left, right, and diagonally, just like my character. So that's it for this devlog. See you in the next video.